Hey guys, it's Pallavi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the books I'll probably never read tag. I saw this on Ariel Bissett's channel, so I'll link her video and the original video down below. Now a little bit information about my background. Right now I'm in my room for the summer, and so I just arranged the room today, and so I decorated my wall. And so the Harry Potter poster was gifted to me by a friend, and all the pictures surrounding it are photographs that I took in my photography class last semester. So the black and white pictros were taken with my 35mm camera, film camera, and then the remaining are with my DSLR that I'm filming this video with. So I might also add a little bit other decoration like a tapestry and stuff like that, so my background might change, but this is just the background that you'll probably be seeing in a lot of my videos. So basically the reason I decided to do this tag is because even though it's interesting to see what books people like and recommend, I think it's even more interesting to see what books people don't like or are apprehensive about, just because it gives you an opposite point of view about a book you may like, and I just like seeing both sides of the coin, and it hopefully promotes like discussion instead of an argument. So there are about 5 questions and I'm going to answer them all. So without any further ado, let's just get started. So the first question is a really hyped book you're not interested in reading, and I have a couple of books for this. And so the first one is 50 Shades of Grey, the entire trilogy. It's just something that I don't see myself reading, even with the genre, or like regardless of all the negative reviews that I've heard. I just think that I have other books that are high on a priority list to read than 50 Shades of Grey, and I just don't see myself reading that genre anyway. So yeah, but if you like that book, I have no hate towards you because I've not read the book. I can't really judge it, but I just don't see myself reading it. And the second book would be Carry On by Rain Barral, which is basically the fan fiction in Fangirl. And the reason I'm not really interested in reading that book is when I was reading Fangirl, I wasn't really into the entire fanfic that was there, just because I've never been a fanfic person for some reason, even though it was similar to Harry Potter, which I could see. And so that's why I don't see myself reading that book, but I have heard good reviews and bad reviews about it. So I don't know, but like probably I'm not gonna be reading that book, but I really love like the new paperback cover for it. It's so beautiful. The second question is a series you won't start or won't be finishing. Now for this one, I'm gonna be answering House of Night by PC Cast, PC and Kristen Cast. I don't know, like I think one of those or like both of those. So I read the first 2 books and I really disliked the first book. The second book was okay, but there are so many books in the series, like I just don't see myself reading it because I'm out of the vampire genre and I just don't like that world anyway, so I don't see myself spending that much amount of time in reading books that like run away to different places. From what I've heard, like it's really divergent in its sense, like the entire series, because there's so many books. So yeah, and I have another answer for this, and that's Matched by Ali Khandi, the entire trilogy. I read the first book, I thought it was okay-ish, but I am really out of like dystopia right now. I'm more into fantasy and like contemporary, so I don't see myself going back to that book. And with all the reviews that I've heard of that book from like people I know and as well as BookTube, I just don't think I'm gonna spend my time reading that series. The third question is a classic that I'm just not interested in, and for this I'm going to be saying Pride and Prejudice. I tried reading it a couple of times and I ended up falling asleep. It is a good book, it's a classic, but I just can't get into it. And for me, that's like a problem with a lot of classics, like the older ones are like Charles Dickens books and stuff like that, but I like The Great Gatsby and Animal Farm, so like some of the newer ones. I do want to try and read some of the older ones too, but Pride and Prejudice, like I've given up on that kind of. Maybe I'll pick it up sometime again, but probably not. But I do want to read other Jane Austen books. I like older classics. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments down below and I'll definitely try reading those books. So the fourth question is any genre that you've never read, and for this I'd probably say science fiction. So I have like barely read science fiction. The only book that I recall reading is Deception Point by Dan Brown, which is situated in NASA, so it was kind of science fiction but not completely. And I've never really been a scientific person. I've been more towards the arts and the business, the fantasy. I love science, like science tell us how things happen, but I've never loved studying it for myself or like reading about stories that take place in that universe. I just get bored. But I think it's something I do want to explore, but I'm not sure if I like it. So I've barely read that genre, but maybe sometime in the future I would like to approach it, but I'm not quite too sure at this point. Like, again, it's not on my priority list, so like it can wait. So the fifth and the final question is a book on your shelf that you don't see yourself reading, and for this I'm going to be answering Salem's Lot by Stephen King. Now I tried reading this book once, like a few years ago. Read about like 30 pages of it, and I couldn't get into it. Like, it was really slow paced for me, and also like for that genre that I've never read, I would probably say like horror fiction too, because all that I've read is Goosebumps. But coming back to this question, I just don't see myself reading that book because it's so huge. It's like 700, 800 pages, or like there's so much in it, and maybe I'll pick it up sometime, but since it's so far away from me, I don't see myself reading it anytime in the near future at least. Alright, well that's it for this video. If you like this video and you make booktube videos, be sure to do this tag if you want to. It's really fun. I'd love to know your opinions. I would also like to know your opinions of any of the books or genres that I mentioned in this video, so put them in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, because I promise to you a lot of amazing content is on its way, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!